What's going on, everybody? Ask John here. So, in this video, I want to talk about the probably right now I'm seeing two scam going on in this sector, in this YouTube Chinatown sector. The YouTuber that speak the English speaking YouTubers that talk about China. One is maybe like the new project by Serpentza and Laowhy86, how they change from China to cars. Another maybe another is by Guilo60. His foundation could be a fraud. First of all, I don't want to label YouTubers as anti-China YouTubers or pro-China YouTubers because China as a country may be doing something good or maybe doing something bad. So it's naturally you have something good to talk about China and you also have something bad to talk about China. Just like my channel, I don't have an agenda, but many others they are either on the pro-China side or on the anti-China side. But either way, you have to be honest. A lot of these people, in my opinion, are phony. So I would rather see them as honest YouTuber or phony YouTubers. When they act suspiciously, I want to point out. I want to let you guys be aware of that. Probably there are scams going on. So the first one, how Serpentza and Laowhy86 could change from talk about China to talk about cars. So this is about a month ago. They they told everybody that they have a new project. Let me see. Let me go to his channel. Go to his Patreon channel.
Now, China's a country that polarizes people's opinions.
So he's telling everybody that they are diversifying. They're not just talking about China. They will talk about the cars too. My throat is not very comfortable. I'm getting cold, so bear with me. So this is almost a month ago. So they are creating a new channel, a car channel. I've been thinking about for a few days. How come they could jump from talking about China to talking about cars? I never saw them talking about cars before. Really, I've been seeing them on motorbikes all the time, but cars. That's a new. That's a new arena. That's a new uh, plat stage for you guys. Now people give you the credentials or give you credibility for you guys to talk about China since you've been living in China for 15, 16 years. And I'm sure a lot of people why they subscribe to you guys is because you've been living in China. Especially when you are in China, they give you the credit. They give you the credit, right? But now you're out of China. Like I said earlier, when they out of China, their subscriptions, their revenues, their income are going down. And even they admitted in some other YouTubers interviews, they say that when they were in China, they made more money, way more money than they are making right now. Right now their channels, a lot of videos are demonetized, and the Patreon money is going down. This dude, he used to be like at least $3,000 from Patreon, but now only a little bit more than $2,000. Serpentza used to have more than $4,000 on Patreon. Now, probably about $3,000. They don't even show you the kind of money they get, and you have to also consider how Patreon take about like 10-15% of that money. So, and also how things are expensive in California. They're probably struggling right now. So that I can understand why they are choosing a different topic, because even though like talking about China on YouTube is a business, the cake is getting bigger and bigger, but you have way more YouTubers jumping into this sector. Every day I see some new YouTubers talking about China. Like maybe like 2-3 years ago, maybe only like maybe 4-5 YouTubers, but now like a bunch of them, 15. So they are. These YouTubers are here to get a slice of the bread or the cake, and their share is getting smaller and smaller. I can understand why they're doing this, but I don't have a much higher expectation. I don't think they could succeed this time. And also, this China is talking about cars, but this is what they do. They talk about, they put up some of the old videos about China. What they want to do is that they want to get this channel monetized. They say that they will have this channel monetized, and then they put the video. To me, that is not honesty. That's not honest. Now you want to, first monetize the video, and then you will put totally different videos on it. Now that's like the how to say it, manipulation of the YouTube mechanism, right? The algorithm. And it has been, how long it has been? It has been almost a month. There's no new videos. So I'm waiting. Where are the new videos? And also, they even have a new Patreon for their new channel. Right now, a month, this is the kind of money they're getting. They probably will give it this up. Forget about it. It doesn't work. A few months ago, when they first came to USA, they said that after a few months, we probably will go to India. Now we see they are not going to India. They probably will not go to Asia for a long time, because there's no money coming in. There's not enough money to sustain their activities. All right. So this is these two dudes. Another dude is Laowhy86. I don't have a much problem about these guys, but to be honest with you, I think something is just too good to be true. He's speaking too good about China. As a Chinese, I don't think some of his stuff is right, but some is wrong. It's just something is too good to be true. Now, he has a Patreon channel claiming to have children. So his goal is to make enough money to have as many as impoverished children in the Bama area of China. Bama is probably a city in Guangxi province. She said, "We appreciate your support and guarantee every penny will be put to the task of making these children's lives better at home and at school. Proper meals, clothing, shoes, books, dental and medical and occasional present and maybe treat." Um, by and large, I think it's a good thing. But how do we know that you will spend the money you get from Patreon on the on the project? Because you'll be receiving money for a few months. His YouTube channel was basically growing steadily until he returned to China. Before, it's only a few Patreons on Patreon, patrons on Patreon. Not a lot, but when you go to his channel, he's telling everybody he's having a rest. He's having a vacation in some country in Southeast Asia. How could we? Now, I would be thinking like, you're probably spending some of the money you get on that vacation. Now he's having like maybe probably travel plan Malaysia, Thailand. So how could we know that you're spending all the money you get from Patreon or Patreon on the course you claim you want to spend on? And I've seen other YouTubers doing a similar thing. There was a Vietnam guy. Since my last channel got deleted, there's some YouTubers I lost, so I have to gradually follow them again. Troy something. Yeah, this guy, he's doing giveaways. He made videos telling you, he made multiple videos regularly telling you how he spent the money. Alright, he let people know how much they get per month, right? Now, I can trust this guy because he gives us a kind of transparency, even though he's doing this all by himself. But at least you got all these people that could verify, yes, they do get the money. There's also another guy, Hiro. Yeah. He traveled around the world. He also the Patreon money is only a small portion of his YouTube revenue. He makes way more money on YouTube, but all this money, he let people know how much money is spent on which person. So I will feel like this is legit, like this is honest business or honest charity. And also in his video, from time to time, he will give away money to some poor people. I mean, I still think Aguilar is an honest guy, but I think that he should have more information, have more transparency, right? Yeah, that's what I have to say about this. Possibly two scams, and I have to apologize again for the sound quality because My nose is getting. I have to clear my throat all the time because the flu. The winter in the north of China is very cold. So, thanks for watching. I'm out.